Never giving up is his magic. I like that concept. But now we can almost officially say that he has gotten his own magic, although it's technically not magic. It is anti-magic. But now he's officially having it. The Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer. First of all, those two thugs, Galdre and something, and the other guy, the chain guy, has actually managed to get to the palace and take some treasures, but are now trying to get out, although they are very difficult doing that. Apparently, the promination magic makes them immune to the demon spell as well. Jami and, well, Charla have managed to escape from this dangerous thing. While Jami's arm is finished, she is still being very sundere about even things now. Yami mentions that he can deal one dimension slash. The thing is, he even points he doesn't even understand why the dark magic is effective against that demon. Yeah, why is darkness magic effective against the demon? I mean, the demon is dark. Is that a connection? Either way, but he's not so very sure he can go on there without a plan. And the other weapon they have is their lively brat, which is Asta. As Asta keeps on unleashing more and more of the anti-magic inside the sword, suddenly the Sekre begins to mention that when after Lich's grimoire was taken by the power to apparently she knows that the Lich's grimoire has the power of a demon and became a fire Clover. So apparently she knows that there is another demon inside of the grimoire all this time. So I guess we will sooner, or even more sooner, finally find out what is that demon inside of Asta. Either way, he tries to control the power, but cannot fully. But he does manages to block the the lands from the other demon things. Even as the devil keep on mentioning, he doesn't know how strong Asta's devil is. He says that no other superiority, as he says his words, the very dangerous magic changes shape into something else. It's then that the Lumiere appears that manages to save him, although unfortunately Asta's anti-magic hits it away. As Patri gets so very angry over everything that is happening and even blames himself, he decides to use the dark light magic. As we all know, he still has the dark elf eye light in this eye. So he unleashes that and manages to create an opening. But the devil is unimpressed by that. Yes, sarcastically congratulates him for what he did. But Asta keeps on trying to harness the power and takes its form. Lumiere is okay, although a little bit not can use the magic for a while. That Sikre is prepared to seal the mass power, but Lumiere says it is fine. And it's during this time that that annoying Yuno finally managed to get his power into create an even sharper blade. As the air turned to, as Lumiere mentions that the air is condescending, carrying verses of magics. Lich, who actually fought against Asta and Yuno, has even mentioned that he's grown even quickly since their battle. And now that arrogant Yuno has actually managed to create a spirit of Sethir. As we isn't Sethir, was Sethir the god, Sephira, whatever, something like that. But now he himself also has a sword, as Yuno taunts him for saying that to be able to use a power is completely unforgivable for a magic emperor. But yes, I know I said that Juno was being very arrogant here, but again, the one thing I don't like about Juno is his very static character. But that doesn't mean he is bad per se. He is never once looking down on Asta. He is taunting him, yes, but he's never looked down on Asta, and that what makes him a little bit more bearable than some rivals. But the fact that he creates a sword is, a little bit arrogant that way. But we all know that Juno is Asta's motivation. And it's during this time that finally Asta manages to condense the anti-magic and actually creates a sword of his own, as the anti-magic sword changes into a different type of shapes. But what makes this truly amazing is the words he say: anti-magic, demon slayer sword, black divider. Yes, we can almost but officially say that Asta has obtained the magic. And yes, it's not magic. Know what I mean? He's always had the swords and always used that and that. Yes, he has used anti-magic in the swords, but this time is the first time he officially called it anti-magic, which means that is his attribute. He is now fully utilizing anti-magic, and that is what makes this a little bit more exciting. The true power inside Asta, or the swords, is now being unleashed. Even his body is changing much, and his sword has changed a little bit shape into a black divider. The battle heads against the climax as the child of destiny and the child of undestiny are now gonna battle against the devil and perhaps slay him. And yes, Juno is the destiny child and Asta is not the destiny child. It's all but assumed that Juno is the destined child, but Asta is not. But Asta has managed to climb his way anyway. But now he fully utilizes the anti-magic, which makes this a very exciting. But Jami mentions dark magic. Why is the devil not immune to his dark magic? Is it because dark magic is, well, dark, similar to the other world? And everyone seems to actually acknowledge that Asta do have a different demon inside of himself, which means that we will eventually find out what that demon is. But for now, we will not. So either way, you give me your thoughts if you have any.